Do you pick your word of the year, a word that will help you throughout the year to stay on track with whatever that particular goal or mindset is? I do. And this is my 5th year picking my word of the year. And I can't wait to share with you guys what my word of the year is for this year. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm Gwendolyn Gay. I'm the content creator's best friend. I'm here to simplify video creation for you so that you can get back to what's most important in your business. Now, I am talking all month about 2020 planning. And if you're starting this in January, don't worry, you're not behind. You didn't need to do this back in December, but it is good to kind of start your 2020 planning in the beginning of the year. So the first 2 months, if you can get that out of the way. Now, something that I do with my 2020 planning is I always pick a word of the year. I'm going to reveal to you what my word was last year. If you've been with me all year, you might have seen a video on that. And I'm also going to share my word of the year for 2020 and why this helps, how you can pick your word, and all the things for the word of the year for 2020 planning. If you're enjoying this content or want to learn more about content creation and how to make your life easier when it comes to content creation, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell so that you can be notified when I have something new for you. And of course, comment below if you have a word of the year. I want to know what it is. Please share it if you're up for sharing it. I think the word of the year is really powerful. It has really worked for me to have just a consistent one word to really pull from to bring me back to what I wanted to be working on in the year. So let's dive right in. So first of all, I'm going to share with you guys what my word of 2019 was. The word for 2019 was consistent. And I wanted to be consistent in, of course, my content. I wanted to be consistently posting on multiple platforms, and I achieved that all year round. But it also was consistency with my other goals. So drinking water, I ended up getting the most ridiculous water jug that you've ever seen. And if you follow me on Instagram, I chronicled my struggles with drinking more water. And I show you guys the ridiculous jug. So be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can see those funny things. But drinking more water, being more mindful, and finding time in the morning to do my morning routine, which I also show you guys on Instagram, my morning routine. If you guys want me to do more stuff on my morning routine or things that have really started working for me this past year, let me know and I'll do a video on my morning routine and everything. But I wanted to be more consistent with that morning routine. I wanted to be more consistent with drinking more water and being healthier. I wanted to be more consistent for my audience. So finding the system that really worked for me, which is something I teach in the Content Key Academy, has been exponential to my growth in 2019 for my business. I have made more money this year and more connections and more valuable content than I could have ever made if I wasn't consistent on multiple platforms. And that just comes, there's so many benefits that come from that. People actually start communicating with me, telling me exactly what they want to see from me, which saves so much time with coming up with ideas and things like that. But it also just develops that relationship with people who I can continue to help on a more personal level. So consistency was really, really big for me. And being consistent with my relationships, I move a lot because I own my own business, and my husband and I have been fortunate enough to kind of move around and decide where we wanted to live. So of course, keeping up with those relationships of people that I've left takes a little bit of consistency. So being consistent on all fronts in my life was my goal for 2019. The cool thing about picking a word is you can put it on your vision board, make a sticker for yourself, put it on your notebooks, put it as your background on your desktop, right? Or your laptop. I had it as a background on my phone. One of the cool things that I used in the past, and I don't use it now, but Cultivate What Matters makes a goal setting notebook, and they offer free backgrounds for your phone with your word of the year. And I had that most of the year as my background for my phone until I got a new phone. And it was a constant reminder of what I wanted to be that year. And I think I really achieved that. I wasn't consistent every day with the water thing, with the diet, with waking up and having my morning routine, but I was more consistent in my life with the things that I wanted to be consistent with than I have ever been in my entire life. And I think it was because I had that reminder on my phone of who I wanted to be that year, this past year in 2019. So moving forward, my new word, here's the big reveal, drum roll please. My new word for 2020 is aligned. And this is a word that's kind of tossed around quite a bit, but I think it carries a lot more weight than people are giving it. And for me personally, the word aligned is building on what I created with my consistency last year. So I have the whole shiny object syndrome where something cool comes up or a cool thing I want to try comes up and I'm like, ooh, try that, squirrel, you know? But not everything that I have tried in the past year or years past have been actually in alignment with my business, with my brand, with my person, my priorities. They're just things that I have been consuming from other gurus, from friends and influences, and I have let them sink in where I'm like, ooh, I got to try that too. But not everything that works for someone else is really aligned with what I am reaching for in my life. So that is why my word is aligned. And I will make my constant reminders for myself. So if you are wanting a word of the year, here are some of the tips that you can use in your own life to create your word of the year. So step number one, take a look at all the things that happened in the past year. Write down all your successes, write down all your failures and your opportunities for growth. From that list, you can make a decision of what words could embody who you want to be moving forward. And this list may be as long as 10 words, 3 words, a few words, whatever. I start with a few words, sometimes 5 words, and I narrow it down to 1 word. So from that list, you're really going to decide what you want moving forward. What is the word that really speaks to you in who you want to be moving forward. When you figure out what that word is, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to see what you have going on, what you have big plans for next year, and how that one word embodies it. You're welcome to use my words from the past, and I hope this really helps with your 2020 planning. And if you want more ideas on 2020 planning, I've got more videos out for you on how you can plan your content to make your life so much easier in 2020 and hopefully be more visible on more platforms with less effort. And I will see you guys next week.